Hello everyone on YouTube, Master of Cards here, and welcome to my next top 10 deck countdown. For this video we will be doing my top 10 decks from Ellusionist. So, if we're all sitting comfortably, let's get into it. And we start with number 10, which is Knights Playing Cards Blue Edition. The reason I chose this is, well, I happen to be a good chess player. Well, I like playing chess, and this is the basis of the deck. I mean, look at that back design. The reason it's at the bottom of my list is because one thing it hasn't done like others is that with the first original Knights deck, the red was substituted for gold. So you thought with this, the red would have been substituted for blue, but unfortunately, it hasn't. But I still like the deck, and so that's why I put it on the list. Just take a look at that Ace of Spades. Well, that was number 10. And now, let's move on to the next. At number 9, we've got the Carpe Noctem. I think that's how you pronounce it. Done by Chris Ramsey. The reason I chose it because, well, look at that back design. I love how they've taken the cards as well, like standard design, but just altered a bit. And of course, let's see, where's the Ace of Spades? Ah, here it is. Look at that beauty. I know it has a familiar scene to another deck because of the embossing of the flower on the tuck case, but that's a story for another day. And that was number 8. No, that was number 9. Sorry, this next one is number 8. My apologies. And number 8 is the Sea Shepherd deck. This was an unusual choice, but the reason I liked it because, well, there's the back design. Well, technically, that's not the back design. This is the back design. By the way, look inside there. Well, I like my sharks. Well, anyway. Normal design, they substituted all the red for blue. Maybe the Knights should have taken their advice from it. But what makes this deck stand out is the Ace of Spades. Because as you can see, it's got a border inside it that makes it different from all the other cards. Very useful, of course, with a trident and kraken there. Useful for a trick involving 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea or Aquaman. Oh, sorry, this is a deck countdown, not a trick. Anyway, that was number 8. And lucky number 7 is the Talons playing cards. And the reason for this one, because, well, I love the bright orange that goes with the owls, and what they've done with the court cards looks standard, but slightly different to alter to the deck. And look at that. Wowee. Beautiful. That's lucky number 7. And at number 6, it's Infinity. So let's go to infinity and beyond. Sorry, couldn't resist. Well, for this one, I love the back design of all the metallic gold and grey and black. How they've metallicized the reds. I love the black and golds they've done for the clubs and spades. One thing I'm confused about is the Ace of Spades, because you can see it doesn't really suit the back design, but I'm not a deck designer, so we'll leave it at that. That was number 6. Now we're into the halfway stage. Now, and for this one, at number 5, It's a very interesting one because it's a tie. I've chosen for this both the Ignite and Fathom playing cards. I think it said, yes, Fathom. I was a little confused by the writing there. Anyway, the reason I put them together because they're almost similar. Because if I take the Fathom deck, if you look, like each card in here, apart from the courts and the aces, have got one of the pips, like they're bubbling, like they're many fathoms down. And with the Ignite playing cards, it's the same. It's like all the cards, like one of the pips, are on fire. Again, apart from the aces and the court cards. Of course, let me just show you the backs of the signs. There's the one for the Ignite. That's the Fathom. I couldn't decide which one I liked the most, so I decided to put them together at number 5. Of course, let me just show you the Ace of Spades. Wow. That is amazing. And for the Fathoms, let's see. There. Though I have to admit, I think the Fathom one has the better Ace of Spades pip. But all in all, I like them both equally, so that's why I decided to put them together at number 5. If you think I'm cheating doing that, leave a comment in the section below. That was number 5. I assure you it's the last time this countdown will have 2 decks for the same position. So at number 4, we have the Bicycle Ghost Edition. Yes, Ellusionist did team up with Bicycle like Fury 11 did. And what I like about this deck, it was the first of its kind, because, well, it's got a standard rider back edition, but that's not what the difference is. For this, all the blacks, well, black is basically the main colour of this. All the reds have been dyed black, except for the pips in the corner, as you can see. Of course, there's the Ace of Spades as normal. That's the first time I've ever seen something like that. So that's why I put it in the list. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we get into the top 3. And for this one, it's the Little Shop of Horrors deck. Now, this is an unusual choice because I have never seen the film because, well, I'm not really a horror fan, but I love the illustrations they've done on this deck. And what's the difference is with the others, most of them, is it opens from the side. There's the back design. And of course, it's got a different design on all of the court cards, as you can see. And of course, on the aces. Baba Yaga. Well, that's not really, that's just I use her for my trick, Avoid Baba Yaga. Have a look at that when you've got the time. I don't have time to go through all of them, but still, I love the illustrations. That's why I put it on the list so high up. Now, just missing out on the top spot at number 2, it's the Sultan Republic Treasury deck. This is probably the rarest of all of them, because it cost me quite a pretty penny to get it. Can't remember how much it cost me, but that's not the point right now. I love this one above the others because it's got that old rugged like artifact design. It's like something you've dug up in an archaeology site, etc. All standard with the cards, but they've just faded all the white to make it look like, well, old paper or something that hasn't been washed. Of course, the Ace of Spades is just like the other ones. Some other ones have come out yet, but I haven't bought them yet, so that's why they're not on this list. If I like them, I might do a redo of the list another time in the not too distant future. Anyway, now we come to the number 1 spot. But before we get into the number 1 deck, here are a few honourable mentions. The Marbles playing cards. I like them, but I just didn't put them this because, well, it's relatively new, and the design was just a little, well, I just didn't really quite get it myself, but I love how they designed some of the cards. It kind of looks like bubblegum, more like marbles. Anyway, then we also have the Jurassic Park playing cards. I've only seen Jurassic Park a few times. I'm not really a big fan of it, but what can I say? I love my dinosaurs. As you can see, like, all the core cards have different dinosaur skulls on them. And of course the back design, the entrance to Jurassic Park inverted. It's not a one-way back, it's like the only thing I didn't like about it is because how you open it like this, it kind of makes it look like a packet of cigarettes, and I don't smoke. So anyway, and my last honourable mention, it's the Keepers playing cards. Has 3 editions. The original one, Bicycle Standard. Not Bicycle, the Keepers Standard. Then the Keeper Masters. Then Keeper Sea Green. All that, only one of the cards, one of the core cards is different from all the others, but we don't have time to go into that. But I like the colours and the lighthouse, the design, they've done it. Little pay on the old rider backs, but enough about those. It's time to get into my top deck, and my number 1 deck from Ellusionist is the Bicycle Shadow Masters. Very simple. What I like about this, of course, their take on the rider back edition, but what I like about this, as we can see, all the black has been substituted for white. Kind of like with the opposite of the ghost. Actually, no, there's a black ghost, but that didn't make the list, and that's a story for another time. There, and this is the Ace of Spades. Look at that. Of course, this is like the Masters playing cards, but the reason I chose this one, because this has a special place in my heart. This deck, not this one specifically, but the Bicycle Shadow Masters deck, was the very first deck I got when I started doing my card tricks professionally, about just over 18 months before I first came onto YouTube. So this is very special to me, which is why it's my number 1 deck from Ellusionist. Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen, my top 10 Ellusionist decks. Thanks for watching. Next time it will be my top 10 decks by Elite playing cards. So, until then, see ya!